Welcome back, friends. Just welcome back, I guess.
Yeah, just welcome back.
Yeah, welcome to a new segment of the show, I guess we can say. We're going to do something different. Going to get very vulnerable and tell you guys what's been going on in my life and how it's affected my friends. So, Jack and Kendra and JJ will be on future episodes of this because it's more than just me, right? When you have things that you're dealing with, it's not just you, it's everybody. It's everybody involved. And you guys are my extended family, so you got the brunt of it, and you guys were there for a lot of it. So we're going to dive into that. We're not drawing questions. We're not doing any of that. This is kind of a different segment that we're going to do, kind of, I don't want to call it a spinoff of our norm. And if you listen to us, keep listening to us, because we're going to get back to the topic at hand as soon as we shuffle these in. I don't know how they're going to release, if it's going to be just this is the new series for X amount of weeks.
Yeah, I think by the time we get done with this, I think we're going to have about 10 episodes.
Probably.
So I think for continuity's sake, we'll probably release these 10 in a series.
Right.
Because it really does. It's going to go into the story of, what we've been teasing about a lot and talking about a lot, and what really, what we talk about in the show and mental health and checking in on your friends. This is all tying, and it all makes sense as you listen to this.
Right.
But this is probably going to be a 10 episode thing, which means it's going to be like 10 weeks.
Right.
So, this is a very serious topic. We're going to have some fun with it.
Yeah, we're as much as we can.
Yeah, we're going to try to keep it as lighthearted. But this is a significant event that happened in your and your family's life.
Yeah.
And it needs to be discussed because as we've come to talk to you about it and learn more about it, it's something that could happen to pretty much anybody.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, the thought has popped into my mind, and I've had moments of, oh gosh, like this could happen to me.
Right.
This could happen to anybody. And as we get further in, we'll kind of explain it. I don't want to spoil anything.
Right.
It really does shed a lot of light on, something that's very realistic that could happen to a lot of people.
Yeah. No, I was never I'm the guy who's thinking this could never happen to me, right? This is where I'm at now. This could never be me. This can't be my life. I live a good life. I got a good family. I got good friends. I got all this shit. That doesn't help, like, in my situation. It helped me get through it, absolutely, but it did not prevent me from ending up where I ended up.
Yeah, and you really did have a series of a series of compounding and unfortunate events that we'll get into, and it's kind of all accumulated to this certain point.
Right.
And there was a kind of a breaking point and some things that happened, like we'll discuss, but the story that you're going to tell is not uncommon. That the theme in it is not uncommon. Right. When you discuss like mental health, I think a lot of people can relate to it and go, dude, we saw the same thing happen to so-and-so. Or maybe if you're listening to this, you can go, oh, these couple things have already happened. Mm-hmm. Am I, or is this person in my life heading in that same direction?
Right.
What can I do to course correct, or what else do I need to look out for? I mean, I think there's a lot of facets to this, which is why it's going to be.
Yeah, we couldn't do this in one episode.
10 episodes. Oh, dude, we couldn't do it 5. I think 10 is appropriate. We could probably stretch this thing out even longer.
Right.
There's just a lot of information. I mean, we don't usually have like notes in front of us.
Yeah, Jack's going to narrate the questions and then we're going to dive into it. And this is me being vulnerable, right? This is me. We're going to go into the lowest parts of my life and how I got there and why and where I am now and all the things that happened to me along the way. Mm-hmm. It's not me telling you check in on your friends because I'm just some guy telling you should be a better person.
Yeah.
I'm a guy telling you check in on your friends because I've been there when I needed to be checked on, and I have friends who needed to be checked on. And if you are not there, they won't be here anymore.
Right.
So we're going to dive into it. I imagine that this will get a mixed bag of reviews from people who see things one way, right?
Yeah.
Like, that could never be me, and how could that happen to you, or how could you let this happen, or that's not an excuse. Like, I get it. I understand. I'm not asking for anybody's fucking approval on this. I'm telling you how I got to where I was, what happened to me, what pulled me out of it, where I am now.
Yeah.
And that's it. These are episodes that I am going to get into my personal life to help you understand that it can happen to anybody.
Yeah, and I will validate this. This is all real stuff that happened. You know, there's a lot of stand-up comedians that tell embellished stories.
Right.
It's based on a story, but they add details and stuff to make it funnier and all that. Like, this is not embellished. This is not exaggerated. We lived all this with Jarrett and JJ and everybody that's all involved. Like, we were front row to this, so none of this is fabricated.
Yeah, and just for the record of time right now, we're not done.
No.
I'm not out of it.
No.
I'm not out of the woods on what's been going on in my life and what put me further into my downward spiral. We're going to get into some things today that started it that I didn't realize. Looking back now, you know, like, I'm like, fuck, like, all of that stuff, you know, and then too, like, I realized that it was affecting me. I didn't realize how much.
Right.
It took a toll. Like, a lot of this shit took a fucking toll on me. And now that we joke and say, like, I'm back to the old me and I'm back to normal and I'm whatever. And to still not be done with this whole situation and all of the things that came with this is fucking ridiculous. It's been a long time. We're coming up on, my dad's almost been gone 2 years.
Yeah.
So we're coming up on real time.
Yeah, real time 2 years.
Yeah.
The last 12 months, though, have been...
The last 12 months have been fucking... We'll get into it. You'll hear.
It was a slow roll. So let's just start from the beginning.
Okay.
So take us back right around 2021 during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you started on Prozac?
Yeah, so I... staying home, right? I mean, everybody locked down, fucking all the things. Depression, right? I mean, like...
Isolation.
Right, isolation, things like that. I started noticing panic attacks, right? Like, I was having panic attacks.
Right.
And about the things that I assume normal people don't worry about, I was having them more frequently, right? Like anxiety, a lot of anxiety, sleepless nights, things like that, where I'm like worried about something that might happen. Not anything crazy. So I had talked to JJ and she said, well, why don't we get you a psychiatrist? Why don't you go to somebody and see if you can get on some medication? You know, it's not like we don't know people who aren't on medication, and it doesn't negatively affect them.
Right. And Prozac and Zoloft are very commonly prescribed.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot more people on Zoloft than would like to admit it or that would
100%.
publicly admit it. It just helps kind of calm that unnecessary, and anxiety really is unnecessary worry, things like that. It helps kind of like calm that down. Like we've said, you know, you what is it? You worry about 85% of things that don't actually happen.
It's like 97% of the time you worry and 3% of the time you still end up there. So what was the point of worrying?
Yeah. So Zoloft or Prozac just kind of helps like tamper that down.
Yeah. So the only thing that I knew about that you could take for that was like Xanax, right? Like when you're having a panic attack, pop a Xanax, you'll make you feel better.
Right.
Well, that kind of shit puts me to sleep.
It does for a lot of people. And a little tiny amount will.
Yeah. Oh, no, put you on your ass.
Oh, yeah.
So I was open to the idea. I'm like, whatever. So I say that, you know, people are like, oh, I just need a drink. I need to take the edge off. Mm-hmm. I would say that Prozac for me took the edge off, right? Mm-hmm. Worry was still around, but it wasn't like my focus.
It was much more manageable.
Yeah, it was manageable. I could tell myself like, we probably don't need to worry about this, right? So that for me was a good decision, right?
Yeah.
Because if anybody's ever had a panic attack or anxiety or whatever, you know that it's a terrible place to be in, and you can't control it. You can't walk yourself out of like a panic attack.
No, you can't.
You just write that shit up.
Yeah.
So I told JJ, like, yeah, no, find me somebody and put me on it. I don't have any problems with that. I will do this because it was affecting her too, right? Like, I'm, having these fucking panic attacks, and I don't want to go outside. I don't want to do anything. So it really took a toll on her life, and Hunter was young back then, and it took a toll on him too. He wants to go out and do stuff, and I'm like, I don't know. So I was like a recluse, right? Like I was very shut in because I don't know, just at that point in time, so I'm a disabled vet for people who don't know.
Sure.
So I've had, anxiety and things like that for a while. But it got to a point where I was like, I need some help, and JJ recognized it. I mean, we've been together for, forever now. At that point, 7-8 years, I think we had been together. So she knew, she's like, something's wrong. So she called the guy, set me up an appointment. Yeah, my wife takes care of all my stuff for me. I don't know how you guys do things out there, but my wife's the boss, man. She set me up with the appointments, and I did them, and he was like, all right, we're going to put you on Prozac, and then we're off to the races. I mean, that's how this whole thing for my medical journey started with Prozac, and I was fucking better, right? Like I like to say I was better.
Sure. But, it's like what we talked about when we had Eric Pease on here. How long had you been out of the military at this point? 10 years?
No, I got out in 2013.
So 8 years?
So 8 years, yeah.
But I know your parents had gotten divorced when you were younger. Mm-hmm. You had some stepdads.
Oh, yeah, no,
who weren't the nicest of folks.
Yeah.
So you had this kind of childhood trauma. You had the panic disorder from the military, and it had kind of always been there, but it had been kind of like manageable. But now you make a good point, like, okay, we're stuck inside all the time.
Right.
I can't be socialized. I can't. And it starts I think COVID really brought that out in a lot of people, because if you're home, you have a lot of time to spend with your thoughts.
Yeah.
And it's
when you can only Facebook and Instagram so much. And
oh, yeah. Yeah. And you're working and doing all that kind of stuff, but still it's
no more date nights. It's no more going out. It's no more, and the kids getting stir crazy, and all of these things are starting to just build up. Right. And I feel like I put a lot of that on my shoulders. Like if my son's having a bad day,
right,
there's nothing I can do to fix it. Now it's my problem, right? Now I'm anxious about why I can't fix this thing for him.
Well, and you're empathetic.
Right.
Like you feel for those around you. That's one thing about you. You are a very compassionate person towards the people around you. I've seen it with you. Like if somebody's upset, you're like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You're immediately, I can tell that you're kind of like me. You're like a fixer. Like, let's fix this. So
it's easier to fix somebody than it is to fix yourself. I'm really good at putting on the face and helping somebody else out, man. And I swear, man, that was my downfall, is that I'm okay mentality. I'm okay. I'm fine.
Well, I heard a lot of that from you, and we'll get into this in some later episodes. But I heard a lot of that from you when I was calling and checking on you and trying to pry something out of you.
Yeah.
But then I think one thing that really kind of started this to compound upon itself was the death of Craig. That was your mom's.
Oh yeah, man.
Your mom's husband.
That was my mom's husband. So.
And he died suddenly. He had a heart attack.
He had a heart attack. So he was. So my mom and him were out at Lake Isabella. They worked out there, and she drove past him the day he died. Mm-hmm. They were in the cars, whatever, and he went home, sat on the couch, and she went to go work the desk to fill for somebody so they can go eat. And she came back to the house, and he was gone.
Yeah,
like just gone, right? And so my mom was taking care of Uncle John, who had dementia.
And pretty bad too.
Pretty out.
Like Uncle John was not
He wasn't here.
He wasn't here.
No. So, so she's taking care of him, and she walks in. Craig's gone, and I get a text, and my mind does this crazy thing where when I get a text, if it's trauma-ish, I don't process it, right? So she said, Craig's dead. That was it. And I read it as Craig's dad died.
Right.
So I text her back, that's terrible. Tell him I'm sorry.
Oh.
And I was like, and then we were in a group text with my sister, and my sister said, I'm on my way. And I was like, why is she on her way? And I went back and I read it. I said, oh, fuck, Craig died.
Yeah.
So I jump in the truck, shoot out to Lake Isabella. I get there right after the paramedics had left. In Lake Isabella, they don't have a coroner's office. They don't take your body. They leave you there. So they left him on the floor for 2 hours.
Like under the sheet.
Yeah. So I got there right after he had left, and I told my mom, all right, that's it. Like, you're moving by me or with me or something, you know. She had Uncle John.
Yeah.
And I said, you can't do this. I'm not here, not by yourself.
Right.
So we moved her out, and then we got her a house. From my backyard, I could see her front yard.
Yeah.
So she was right there.
Yeah.
So that was, just gone. He just gone. Just fucking, he was there, and now he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was, we'll get into it, but that was, so my timeline here is fucked, right? It was almost, I think, a month to the day later that my dad died.
Right. Your dad died July 26th of 24.
Yeah.
And you're right. Craig died. Yeah, your mom hadn't been here for very long.
No. So I think it was like pretty fucking close to a month to the day, man. And so when Craig died, I called my dad right away.
Yeah.
And I talked to him about life, right? Like, I don't want this to be me. Craig was still working. And I told my dad, I don't want to work till I die.
He was in his 60s?
No, he was 72.
Oh, he was?
He was 72.
Okay.
Yeah. So I said, I don't want this to be me. Yeah. I don't want to work till I die. So I talked to my dad, and we came up with a plan. You know, like he said, everybody talks about what they're going to do when they retire, but nobody plans for it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that was my impulse buy for my house in Florida.
Right.
Was because I'm like, one day I want to be there, and the houses are cheap now. And you know, when I talked to my dad before he died, he said everybody talks about it, but nobody does anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, you want this retirement, you want this land, you want this thing, but if you wait until you're 70, A, you're never going to enjoy it.
No.
And B, it'll cost 7,000 times more than it does now. Yeah. If that's your plan, and you can adjust your plan, because if you buy real estate or land, it appreciates. It's an appreciating asset. You can always sell it and find something else.
Yeah.
But make the steps, man. I talked to my dad for like 3 hours that day. My dad and Laura, I talked to them for like 3 hours that day about life and what's going on and what I should do and how to, you know, he died so suddenly. Craig died just, like nothing, like just fucking here today, gone tomorrow, like my dad, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man, a fucking month pretty much to the day my dad died.
I remember.
Yeah.
And I really think that Pop's dying, I think that obviously he meant more to you than anything than Craig did, and what some of the other stuff we're going to talk about.
Yeah,
but
100%. Yeah, no, I was sad for my mom and Craig, and, but nothing hurt me like my dad.
No, I remember the phone call, and I don't want to get into it. Cause
yeah.
Sit there and sob all over these brand new microphones. But
yeah,
I know that was a breaking point. I know you were incredibly upset, which any one of us, we all were. We all loved your dad, and he wasn't even our dad. He was like our dad.
Yeah.
So I just can't imagine that. And this, unfortunately, Craig kind of started the whole
a domino.
A domino.
It was, and it was constant in my life, right? Like it wasn't like 1 year, the next year, the next year. This was like we laugh, joke now, but like every time I called you, it was something terrible.
Yeah.
Like it was another thing.
Yeah, and I remember you had 2 cane Corsos.
Mm-hmm.
You had Kevin and Callie.
Yeah.
And JJ actually called me.
Mm-hmm.
And JJ was like, Callie passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And I was at the gym, and she was like, I need you to come get her.
Yeah.
Like, I need Jared. Can't I said, not a problem.
Yeah.
And I literally, in between classes, I drove her. I'm like, just open the side door to your garage.
Yeah.
And just, I got it.
Well, so we were on vacation, right? And then we came home, and she wouldn't eat.
Yep.
And she wouldn't drink. And I was like, something's wrong.
Right.
Right. So so I said, all right, I'm going to take her to the vet in the morning. You know, it was fucking nighttime. So I said, I'm going to take her to the vet in the morning. She died that night.
Yeah.
And I told JJ, I can't.
No.
Like,
you were fresh off your dad's.
yeah.
And Callie was a sweetheart. And
yeah.
She's like a kid.
Yeah. And I said, can you please ask Jack if he can come help with this? Because I was in no shape, man. Like, I didn't get out of my angry stage for a year, I would say. Like, I mean, like, I went straight from anger to deep depression, you know, like, you know, but it was the rapid succession that things kept happening. I didn't have time to mourn anything.
Well, no, you didn't have that grieving period.
No, I didn't have any of that. You know, it was this thing, and then it was this thing, and then it was this thing, and it was like I couldn't come up for air. And there was a point where I told you, like, maybe we shouldn't be friends because everybody I know and everything I love is dying. Like,
yeah, you did.
Like, I'm losing everything, you know, and it was a spiral, man.
Well, we laugh about it now, but that was like a serious conversation.
Oh, yeah.
You talked to me about that. And I remember the conversation. You had legitimate concern in your face.
Yeah.
And I remember sitting on the outside being like, no, dude, it's good. It's good. And there was no, to be on the outside watching this and watching this happen to somebody that I care so much about is just like, God, like, can you give him a break?
Yeah.
Something. Because then Karma passed away.
Yeah.
Who was your beloved Doberman who you had for forever.
Yeah. We got Karma when Hunter was a baby.
Right.
Because we had Kato, and we got Karma as a puppy, so her and Hunter could grow up together.
Sure.
And she was fucking so stubborn, man. I loved that dog, but she had cancer for a really long time. So when I found out my Uncle John had dementia, I drove out to Arizona to go see him. Mm-hmm. He got his diagnosis while I was there. Karma got a cancer diagnosis. Mm-hmm. So these two were like on the same path, right? Like she had cancer, and you know, I out there with my Uncle John, I'm like, what else can happen, right? Like fucking great. So Karma she just wouldn't go, man.
She had cancer for a while.
She had cancer for a while.
Like a couple years.
Yeah, yeah. She almost lived as long as Uncle John. She fought, man, and she was everything to Hunter.
Right.
And that was the shitty part, right? Like trying to tell him why all these things are dying in his life too. Mm-hmm. Like he's not understanding it on the same scale, but he's dealing with it, right?
As well as at this point he was 8.
Yeah,
because he just turned 11, so he was 9.
Yeah.
So as well as a 9-year-old can.
Yeah. Yeah. Karma was rough, man. Like she couldn't get up.
Right.
She couldn't move.
She collapsed.
Yeah, she collapsed. She fell flat on the floor in my kitchen.
Yeah. And
made the worst sound I've ever heard come from an animal. And it was Jeremy's birthday. We put her down on Jeremy's birthday.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I mean, it just compounded, right? It was just.
Well, I remember getting that text message, and I look at Kendra, and she goes, "What now?"
Yeah.
And I said, Karma died. They had to put Karma down. And even Kendra was like, oh.
Yeah.
And it's just you, again, being an outsider and watching it, you're just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't hang out.
Yeah, dude. Then it got to like a real conversation. I'm like, maybe you're the problem. Like, fuck, man. Like, and I couldn't figure out, I for a long time, I'm like, what did I do?
I remember you kept saying that. You kept saying two things. Why is this happening to me? Mm-hmm. And what did I do?
Yeah.
Because you're a great guy. Like I said, you're very empathetic. You are the first person to help everybody else with their problems. You want to carry everybody's grief backpack, no matter how heavy yours is, which is what you were doing for your family through this whole situation. You were carrying all their grief with yours as well. And it's like, okay, like you lost your dad. Like, okay, all the bad shit I did, I lost my dad, who was a great guy. We're back at zero, right? My ledger has been canceled. We're good.
Yeah.
It's like, nah. And it just was the hits keep coming, as they say.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Man, and that it was all so close together, man. Like it just took a lot out of me. And I didn't realize, looking back now, like I know, like, fuck, man, that like I was in a bad place. I was in a real bad place when I lost my dad. I was very, why him? Why not one of these other pieces of shit? Like why him? So and there's a lot of anger and a lot of like,
a lot of anger and a lot of confusion.
Yeah. And then you go through your mind about all the things you missed, right? All the things you could have done. Every time he called, I didn't answer, what I was doing or whatever. You start running down that hole, and if you've recently lost somebody, don't do that. Because there's no good path that you're going to go down to. You get the time you get. Cherish the time you have.
Well, and you'll never find an answer.
No.
Like it's a never-ending cycle.
Yeah.
And I think that's what was kind of happening at this time is, and by the way, all these deaths, 6 months.
Karma was the last one in March.
Yeah. So we're talking your dad, Craig, June, your dad, July, Callie, August
October?
or September. And then you had a couple good months there.
Yeah.
And then Karma. So, we're talking like 6-8 months. This is not something that's happened. You make a very good point earlier. You didn't even have time to process one when the next one came in.
Yeah.
And the next one came in, and the next one came in. So you had all this compounding grief, if you will. And then you make a good point about trying to explain that all to a 9-year-old who's a very intelligent and mature 9-year-old, but is still a 9-year-old child.
Yeah.
You just had all that piling on top of you at once.
Yeah.
You're drinking from a fire hose.
Yeah, dude, 100%, man. And I couldn't catch a break, man. I couldn't catch up. I just couldn't. Like, it was a lot, man. It still weighs very heavy on me. Like I still haven't had time to grieve. Like, because everything that I have going on still, like I'm still dealing with things that have to be strong for my family. Like I don't have time to have a moment.
Right.
So it's still, there'll be a day, there'll be a day, man, but I'm not allowed to have it yet.
No, it's just, but everybody processes things differently.
Yeah.
Right? There are 7 stages of grief, if you will. There's anger, and the last one, probably I think the last one for everyone is acceptance.
Yeah.
However long it takes you to get through that journey of the 7 stages is however long it takes you.
Yeah.
Some people get over things quick, some people don't. It's unfortunate, and all we can do is kind of be there for our friends and try to support our friends through it. But it has to be handled on your own time in the way that you process things. No one can come force you and be like, all right, dude, now you're done being angry.
Yeah.
It's time to be sad.
Yeah.
In 6 weeks, you got to accept this shit.
Yeah. You got to move on.
We got to move along.
Yeah. No, I was stuck in anger for a long time.
You were.
And it's not good. It's not good for your soul, man, for your mental, for your whatever you want to call it, man. It's not good for you.
No, but we should probably clarify anger. you are not an angry person.
No.
You've never been an angry person. You've never been a violent person.
No.
You were angry at this situation.
Yeah.
And it was always anger. I can't tell you how many times we had the conversation where you and I would be talking, having a cigar off by ourselves, and you'd kind of crack a little bit. But it always went back to like, why me? Why my dad?
Yeah.
Why? And it, anger and confusion kind of blended together because it was just like, dude, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, you're killing my dogs. My fucking dad died.
Yeah.
My mom's, husband died. Like, why is all of this happening to me? So we should probably clarify. You weren't smashing.
No, I wasn't.
plates and
Yeah, no,
punching
I
holes
wasn't.
in walls.
No.
You're just angry at the situation.
Angry at the situation, man. A lot of why hims, why me's, why's. A lot of questions and a lot of things that I didn't understand.
Sure.
Right? I mean, like these kind of things happen to you so fast. You think you're being punished.
Well, and that's the other thing probably to mention too is these were sudden.
Yeah.
Like Craig, Pops, and Callie, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
They just were here one day and they were gone the next day.
Yeah. No, my brother Zach. So I met up with him Thursday to I went to him to go buy a gun.
Yeah.
And we talked, and I said, man, why don't we go to Tennessee this year?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we the whole family will just get together. We'll just all go. We'll surprise them. That'd be a good gift.
Oh, yeah, that'd be dope.
And I said, call Dad. You call Dad. And, figure out what he's got going on, see if we can set something up, see if we can get a feel. Yeah, kind of, yeah. And I could have called.
Sure.
But I don't know, man. Like that for me, I bounced back with that, right? Like, why didn't I call?
Right.
So that was a lot for me. But talked to my little brother. He was making dinner. Told my brother, all right, my pork chops are done. I'll call you later. I love you. Bye. Died. Like the next day he was gone.
Right.
So it was not like my dad beat cancer 3 times. Like, it's not like cancer beat him, it's not like any kind of foreseeable thing, right? He was fine. He was here. My brother talked to him. He was fine.
Yeah.
And then he was just gone. I mean, just like that. Same thing with Craig, man. My mom had talked to him an hour or two before.
Right.
Hey, I'm going to go cover. I'll meet you at the house. Gone.
Right. And the last one here is Uncle John ended up passing away.
Yeah. Yeah. We lost Uncle John.
And that's the thing about dementia is dementia will kill you.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't think, you just like lose your mind and then you die of old age. Like, your body forgets things. Your body starts shutting down. Like dementia, that's why dementia and Alzheimer's are so critical to monitor and why there's so much research going on because your organs shut down.
Right. And they can't tell you what's wrong.
And they can't give you a timeline.
Right.
Because I remember it seemed like John was out here for a while, but he really wasn't.
He wasn't, no.
And he started to decline, and then he passed away.
Quick.
He was bad, and then he was worse, and then he was gone.
Yeah.
It was like a week, maybe, that he just all of a sudden was gone. And then you were like,
yeah,
what else?
Yeah.
There's not much left. There's Mom, my brothers, Laura. There's not a whole lot else to pull from.
Yeah.
And I remember we were at this time, we were all still hanging out. We're all just a big extended family. We were all still doing our thing. We were podcasting. We were doing all this, and we noticed like you were off.
Yeah,
but
like naturally so.
But we wrote it all off. It's like fuck yeah. And we had these conversations where Kendra was like, yeah, something's up with Jared. I'm like, everything has died in his life in the last 6 months. This guy's gonna not be okay for like 2 more years.
Yeah.
Like, he needs to win the lottery. Like,
I need a big win.
There needs to be a big, and I mean like a big fuck. He needs to strike oil when he digs up his pool.
Yeah.
Like, he needs a huge fucking win, and that'll kind of help.
Yeah.
Because you just had so much coming on, and we kind of noticed this externally, and I think you and JJ, or probably JJ, started to notice it more.
She noticed a decline in my everything. I like it just my willingness to go out and hang out and do things, and we love to go out to dinner and all these things, and I'd pass, right? Like, I'll find an excuse why I can't go do something, or
you guys always had the party house.
We had the party house, yeah.
We were always going to your house. It was always dinners at your house, always pool parties at your house, always things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember you always being like, fuck, we got another thing. Oh, these people are coming over. Oh, we've got another thing going on. And oh, we have another party. And oh, we're hosting this thing. And you kept getting more like, ugh. And I would sit there talking with Kendra going, they wanted the party house.
Yeah.
They've got the party house. Now he doesn't want people
Yeah.
there. They'd be like Hugh Hefner being like, I'm sick of all these girls in the pool. Everybody get out of here.
Well, I will say that my tolerance for other people's problems got very short. Right. Like, and everybody around us was dealing with something too. Like, you know, so it was, you know, people were getting divorced, people were getting separated, people were doing this, people were doing that. There was a lot of shit going on around us too that I just was like, I don't want to be a part of this shit.
Well, you don't have the time for it.
No.
You can't even process your own stuff. I would have looked at everyone else and been like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
I'd have walled off my front door and be like, we're not accepting any more people at this time.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was a weird period for me too, right? Because I enjoy having people over and having fun. And
you're very social. Yeah.
Yeah. So that for me was my cut. Like I'm done. I'm done entertaining. I'm done entertaining other people's problems. I'm done trying to help people. I can't even help myself. Like I need just fucking time, right? Like I just need to be alone. And yeah, there was a lot of times where Jay's just like, well, you know, I want to have all these people over. And I'm like, I don't fucking think so. Well, I don't want to.
Inevitably, whenever there's a party, a big social gathering, someone was always going to bring something up. And the thing is, you know, so many people, and there were so many kind of different groups that cycled through your house, like then this group, and they want to offer their condolences to you.
Right.
And it's loving and touching, but after like the 100th person has said it to you, and it's been 6 months since something happened, you're like, I just don't want you to keep bringing it up.
Yeah,
like,
I'm trying to close this door.
Yeah,
like,
you guys have all got your foot in it. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah,
like,
I do appreciate it, but that was what his service was for. You know, like talk to me there. That's it. And then after that, like, and I had a lot of that at work too, like because my dad was in my industry.
Oh yeah, your dad knew everybody.
Yeah, my dad knew everybody. So it was a lot of people didn't know right away. So I got a lot of, hey, how's your dad? I got a lot of that. And I, you know, then I had to retell my, you know, hey, we lost dad. And then watch their face change as I'm telling them, right? And they're like, oh man, like, fuck. Like, and it's not up to, it's not your responsibility to know what's going on in my life or you know,
sure.
but I was getting that a lot. And I still had to be on, right? Like I still have to work. I still have to maintain, you know, my relationships, and I still have to go to these events. I was at an event in Napa in August. I mean, like right after, and I got probably 20. How's your dad? And I was like, and it's fresh, right? I'm like I can't talk about it.
Yeah.
It was like 3 weeks later, you know, and I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go do this thing, and I knew that there was a possibility of that, and I knew that word was getting around the industry. It hadn't just caught up to everybody yet.
Yeah.
So I did not want to go, you know, and Jay just said, no, look, it'll be good for you to get out of the house, to go be around friends. You know, it's in Napa Valley. I mean, like it's called the Beaver Dillies. I mean, it's a party, and you go there and you drink and you have fun. You go to dinners, you play golf. You know, she's like, this will be good for you. And I remember thinking, like, this is going to be so bad for me.
Yeah.
Like it was so fresh, and we go, and I mean, guys that I work with that knew my dad, you know, like we sit down for dinner the first day, and one of the guys from Vegas asked me, you know, how's your dad? And I said we lost him, and he looked at my boss, and my boss was like, and he was like, you just see it in his face. He just it broke him, you know. And
yeah,
it was a lot, man. It was a lot. So I try to avoid things like that. I try to avoid a lot of those situations, you know, and you can't hide from them forever. Right? Should I have gone to that trip? Probably not. I wasn't ready. Like 100% I wasn't ready for that trip. But it is good to continue to do the things that you normally do to get your normalcy back.
Right. You do need to maintain a level.
Right.
You got to have something you can go back to.
Right.
Your highs and your lows, you do have to have a happy median that you know you can get back to.
Yeah.
And not necessarily feel better, but feel
Well,
status quo.
Yeah, that's called normal. Yeah.
Yeah, feel normal.
Yeah, and that's your normal, man. And we do the beavers every year, and it was something I anticipated, right, naturally, because everybody knew my dad. But I thought that enough people there would have known.
Sure, it would have gone around.
It would have gone around. So, and it did, man. I had a lot of people come to me and tell me they're sorry, and things like that. But it was the ones who didn't know that I had to then tell, and to see the look on their the heartbreak in their eyes, I was like same, So that was I just this whole thing was just rough, man. Just fucking nonstop too, man.
Right.
And then Uncle John, and then I lost my buddy Jimmy recently, a couple months ago. And I mean, it's that's life, right? People die. It happens.
Sure.
It's just
not all at once.
Not all at once. Like usually you get some time.
Yeah, these guys weren't all in the same bus together.
No. This plane's going down. Goodbye to all my loved ones. No. These were all separate incidents that just happened so fast.
Sure. And I think at this time too, you'd kind of noticed you were having some negative side effects from the Prozac.
Yeah, man. So I don't know if, looking back now, I don't know if I can relate it all to Prozac.
Right?
Right. But I was having just no desire to have sex with my wife, and she's fucking hot, and I want to have sex with my wife, but just the desire to have sex was just gone.
Right.
So I contributed to the medication, right? Because that's a side effect that you can have from the medication. So I just thought okay, well, maybe that's what it is. And I was, so I told JJ, I don't want to live like this. Right. Just no interest, no desire, no just fucking, hey, good to see you, good night. No passion, right? So, so I naturally attributed it to my medication because that's a side effect, and I was like, that's got to be it. Looking back now, no, life was shitting on me. Of course I don't want to have sex with my wife. I don't want to have sex with anybody. I just want to fucking lay here and be miserable. Fuck.
I'm already getting fucked. What am I doing it for you for?
Yeah, exactly. Life's fucking me good enough. So it was one of those things, man, where I was just but I need this, right? I need affection because that's my love language,
that's your
right?
Love language, yeah.
And I need that. I need that, but I have to, you have to attract that, right? You have to,
you got to put it out,
to get it back. Yeah. So, and I just had no interest, man. I was just fucking, nah, I'm good. So, I told my doctor, I said, hey, man, I don't dig this, right?
Right.
And he's like, well, how about some Viagra? I'm like, no. It's not that my shit doesn't work.
Yeah, I have the ability.
Yeah, I have the ability. Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't have the desire.
Yeah.
The interest is gone. And I'm I know that it's not that I'm not interested in my wife. She's fucking hot. I love my wife. I said, I don't have any desire at all. None. It's the furthest thing from my mind, and I think that it's because I'm on this medication.
Right.
So he said, all right, put you on something else. Let's try this. So he prescribed me Trintellix. Mm-hmm. Are we there yet on your list?
Yeah, I was going to remind myself of the name of it.
Am I leading you into it? All right, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, so he put me on Trintellix. I will implore you out there listening that if you want to get a head start on what's coming up next in these episodes, go look up the fucking disclaimers and the warnings and the side effects of this medication.
Yeah, so we're gonna start to wrap it up here because, again, like we said, we're gonna continue this over a series. So your doctor put you or prescribed the Trintellix, but we were all going on a big family cruise we had planned. So you thought.
So JJ actually told me to wait.
Yeah.
She said, I don't want you changing new meds, because what happened was when I first got on meds, we were in New York and we slept the whole trip.
Right.
And we were doing a 7-day big cruise that we do every couple of years. And she said, I don't want you to miss it. So we decided that I would wait. You know, that made the most sense. I mean, like I was fine on the medication. I didn't have any other real side effects that I thought were damaging. You know, still mean we had a fucking great time.
Yeah, we had a blast.
Yeah. So when she said like just wait, I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, okay, well, I have enough of my medication still, and that's fine. You know, I can make it through this cruise. And then, you know, he just said like, take this, throw that one away. And so I'm like, I have enough for this cruise.
Sure.
So yeah, so I stayed on my medication for the cruise. We had a fucking blast.
Oh yeah.
It was a good fucking time.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the better vacations that we've had. I mean, like we had a real good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And and then how far do I get into this? Do I say like
we're gonna stop it there. We're gonna leave everybody on a cliffhanger here.
Yeah. So
if you haven't had enough, trust me. This is just the tip.
This is. Don't skip episodes, because you're going to be like, "What the fuck did I miss?"
You're going to have to listen to this in sequential order.
Yes, because we're going to cover a lot of topics and a lot of things, and I don't want you coming in at episode 7 like, well, how the fuck did you get there? You know?
No, this is a Quentin Tarantino movie. This is like 5 stories that are all happening at the same time that lead to one place.
Yeah, but
there's a lot of moving parts and pieces.
Yeah, and there will probably be episodes in the future that are just the wives telling their side.
Yeah,
because what nobody really realizes is that when something happens to you, it's how you view it, right? I looked at it this way,
right?
But I was affecting everybody around me. All this shit didn't just happen to me. Like I'm the one who took it the hardest and dealt with it the hardest, but you were there for a lot of this, and JJ was there for fucking all of it, you know, and she's got different perspective on things, you know, because I can give you my view.
Yeah.
And I can tell you what I think and what I thought and all the things. But I think that for this section or the segments of this, whatever we're calling this, I think that it'd be better if we put out everybody's point of view and everybody's perspective on how it went. And, you know, like I was dealing with all these people dying and calling you. You were my first call, you know, and And so you're dealing with it too, right? Like, you know, you and my dad had a great relationship, and I want to say he called you as much as he called me.
Yeah, we talked a lot.
Yeah. So you know, I mean, like things affected you, obviously, you know, the same. And I don't want to be selfish in this whole thing, and I don't want the woe me's, and I don't want to say I was always right, and all this shit. I'm not here to make anybody feel sorry for me, and I'm not here to make anybody take my side or choose my side or whatever the case. This is strictly for your benefit, so you can notice what's going on in your friends.
Yeah, when they have
just a train wreck worth of fucking things happen to them, and it's real, man, and it's, I would say, probably some of the worst stuff that happened to me, but probably not the worst.
Yeah, this was definitely.
This was a beginning to.
Yeah.
To a fucking downfall.
Yeah, and it's you bring up a good point with JJ and Kendrick are going to do at least one of their own episodes, so they can speak freely without us in the room.
Right.
Not that we place any restrictions on them, but that they can speak freely and discuss about what they were feeling. Because a lot of times the bad stuff was happening to you. She was there. It's happening to her. It's more directed towards you. And a lot of people don't always ask the spouse,
right,
the partner, the other person, like, how are you?
Yeah. No. Yeah. No.
They're propping you up.
Yeah.
And everyone's making sure you're okay and kind of triaging you.
Yeah.
And JJ was very kind of like quiet.
Yeah.
And I mean, she vented to Kendra and she had her sad moments and stuff, but she was trying to be strong for you.
Right.
Like you were trying to be strong for all of them. So
Right.
it'll be good to get her perspective.
Yeah.
Just her and Kendra on their own. And again, like you said, we're all in this together. So
Yeah. No, and that's 100%, dude. Like JJ's here trying to pick up my pieces and be a mom. Yep. And be a wife and be a friend. I mean, like she went through as much as I did and more. Mm-hmm. Like I was falling apart and I was in a bad place, but I'm falling apart in front of her and she's trying to hold me together. So
yeah,
the big shout out to my wife. She got me through everything. I mean, like obviously you and Kendra, you know, got me through a lot of shit too, but you guys will hear JJ's firsthand from behind the scenes. And
she was boots on the ground.
Yeah, dude. She was my ride or die, man. Like she held me down.
Good.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I guess with that, we'll wrap this one.
Yep. I think we've given enough to keep everybody coming back for more.
Yeah. So this is episode 1. There is a lot more to come. Yep. There will be, many episodes in this series to kind of let you guys know everything. I mean, this is a look into our life and my life, and it's to help you see the problems that can arise in your friends.
Right. I really think this is a good learning experience for everybody because it's going to give you, I think with having the 4 of us in here, mm-hmm. all discussing it, you're going to be able to see who was in it directly and those of us who are around it. Mm-hmm. And we didn't recognize the signs. You didn't recognize the signs, but maybe this will help somebody recognize the signs with somebody in their life that's going through a similar situation.
Right. And like I said, man, I'm the guy who thought this shit could never happen to me. Mm-hmm. So check in on your friends. Be good people. It's not that hard, man. Everybody's going through something, I promise you. They might not fucking tell you. They might want to keep that shit to themselves. They might be embarrassed. They might be shy. They might not want to talk about it. They might think they can handle it themselves. Be there. Be a good friend. Be a listening post for some people, man. It goes a long way.
Yeah, and I'll say this. We're coming into June, which is Men's Mental Health Month. If you are being checked in on, if you're a man mm-hmm. and you are in a bad way, you need to talk to people about it.
Yeah, you need to let somebody know.
So Javier and Jared and I got together about a week ago, mm-hmm. had cigars, drinking some whiskey, kind of talking and venting. And at one point I just said, hey, because we were talking about what you'd been through and everything. Mm-hmm. And I said, look, guys, can we all just make a pact that, like, if we're in a bad place, can we please drop the machismo?
Yeah.
And just come out and be, like, vulnerable and be like, dude, I'm super sad.
Yeah.
Or I got something going on. Can we promise each other, if we don't speak to anybody else, don't put it on social media and that kind of shit, but can we just be honest with each other if you're really in a bad spot?
Yeah.
And not we need to practice what we preach.
Right. No, 100%, man. And that's kind of what this whole thing is about is letting you guys in, right? I'm more of a private person than you guys will ever know on the interwebs. I don't know half the people we have now. I definitely, if this thing gains traction, I know none of you guys. So
yeah.
This is very vulnerable for me, to talk about my things and to open up about a lot of things that we're going to get into. I mean, this is personal shit. Like this is my stuff, but then again, we can't help people if we don't lead by example.
Yep.
So that is what we will do. Stay tuned for the next couple episodes. They will be, I would assume they're going to be fired out in pretty rapid succession.
Yes, sir.
So, all right. Well, on that note, I guess I've been Jarrett.
I've been Jack.
And this is Shatter Wisdom Podcast.